Hello, my dear students. I hope you all are staying safe and healthy through these unusual times. As you all know, we have already covered a few topics of grammar. So today we are starting with our textbook. Let us begin with the first chapter of section A, that is gender bias. This chapter, gender bias, has been written by Sudha Murthy. I would like to show you the author beta. So this is Sudha Murthy. Okay. So Sudha Murthy is a well-known social worker and an author. Her stories deal with lives of common people and social issues. Sudha completed her MTech in computer science from Bangalore, and in 2006 she was awarded the Padma Shri. She is also chairperson of Infosys Foundation, and her essay, that is Gender Bias, it is an extract from a collection of her books that is called How I Taught My Grandmother to Read. So this was a basic introduction of the author. Let us now start with the essay. I'm going to read now. It was long time ago. I was young and bright, bold and idealistic. I was in the final year of my master's course in computer science at the Indian Institute of Science in Bangalore, then known as the Tata Institute. Life was full of fun and joy. I did not know what helplessness or injustice meant. So it is an autobiographical essay. In this essay, the author is talking about her own life experiences. So it was time जब वो यंग थी, ब्राइट थी एंड आइडियलिस्टिक थी. आइडियलिस्टिक कौन होता है? समवन हु हैज़ वेरी हाई आइडियाज, जिसको लगता है कि लाइफ इज फ्लॉलेस, देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम इन लाइफ. ओके, सो शी वॉज वेरी बोल्ड एंड आइडियलिस्टिक, एंड life was full of fun and joy, and she never thought that in this life, this ideal life, there is injustice also. It was probably the April of 1974. Bangalore was getting warm and gulmohars were blooming at the IISc campus. I was the only girl in my postgraduate department and was studying at the ladies' hostel. Other girls were pursuing research in different departments of science. I was looking forward to going abroad to complete a doctorate in computer science. I had been offered scholarship from the universities in the US. I had not thought of taking up a job in India. So these were her plans. She was planning to go abroad and have a career there. But one day, while on the way to my hostel from one lecture hall complex, I saw an advertisement on the notice board. It was a standard job requirement notice from the famous automobile company Telco, which is nowadays called Tata Motors. ठीक है, तो उसने एक एडवर्टीजमेंट, एक इश्तिहार देखा. क्या था उसमें? इट स्टेटेड द कंपनी रिक्वायर्ड, दिस इज इम्पॉर्टेंट पार्ट नाउ, इसको अंडरलाइन करना बेटा. इट स्टेटेड that the company required young, bright engineers working hard with an excellent academic background. At the bottom was a small line, very important. Lady candidates need not apply. I read it and I was very upset. For the first time in life, I was up against gender discrimination. So she read this line in the advertisement. What did it mean? Lady candidates need not apply. कि जो इस जॉब रिक्वायरमेंट में लेडीज की कोई जगह नहीं है. ठीक है, तो लेडीज अप्लाई भी ना करें, बिकॉज दे विल नॉट गेट सेलेक्टेड फॉर द जॉब. जाहिर सी बात है इसने बहुत अपसेट कर दिया सुधा को, एंड लाइफ में पहली बार वो कहती है मुझे महसूस हुआ कि उसको जेंडर डिस्क्रिमिनेशन के लिए लड़ना पड़ेगा. Now what is gender discrimination? I've written the meanings for tricky words. So discrimination means belief that one gender is inferior. जब हम जेंडर के बेसिस पे भेदभाव करते हैं, ठीक है. सो जेंडर बायस का मतलब क्या होता है? बायस ऑल्सो मीन्स प्रेजुडिस, प्रेफरेंस. जब हम जेंडर के बेसिस पे बायस रखते हैं, किसी से भेदभाव करते हैं. Though I was not keen on taking up the job, I saw it as a challenge. I had done extremely well in academics, better than most of my male peers. Peers means my friends. तो अपने जो मेल फ्रेंड्स हैं उनसे भी मैं बेटर कर रही थी एकेडमिक्स में, पढ़ाई में. सो मुझे ये चैलेंज लगा. Little did I know then that in real life academic excellence is not enough to be successful. तब मुझे ये रियलाइज नहीं हुआ था कि एक रियल लाइफ है जहाँ पे लेडीज को सिर्फ इसलिए नकार दिया जाता है कि वो लेडीज हैं. After reading the notice, I went fuming to my room. Fuming means angry. I decided to inform the topmost person in Telco's management about the injustice the company was perpetrating. Perpetrating means committing. So I was fuming, I was very angry, और मैंने decide किया that मैं इनके official से बात करूंगी. किस बारे में? इस injustice के बारे में. ये जो भेदभाव हो रहा है तो इसके बारे में मुझे शिकायत करनी है. तो क्या किया मैंने? I was very angry. I got a postcard and then started to write. और गुस्से में लिखना शुरू कर दिया. बट देयर वाज अ प्रॉब्लम. आई डिड नॉट नो हु हेडेड टेल्को. मुझे पता ही नहीं था कि टेल्को का हेड कौन है, मुझे किसको लिखनी चाहिए ये पोस्ट कार्ड. आई थॉट इट मस्ट बी वन ऑफ द टाटाज. आई न्यू JRD Tata was the head of Tata Group. I had seen his pictures in newspapers. Actually, Sumant Moolgaonkar was the company's chairman then. So I took the card and addressed it to JRD and started writing. To this day, I remember clearly what I wrote. You need to underline this portion. The great Tatas have always been pioneers. They are the people who started the basic infrastructure industries in India, such as iron and steel, chemicals, textiles, and locomotives. They have cared for higher education in India since 1900, and they are responsible for the establishment of Indian Institute of Science. Fortunately, I studied there. But I am surprised how a company such as Telco is discriminating on the basis of gender. So these were the words that Sudha wrote in the postcard. उसने clearly लिखा कि उसको भी पता है कि टाटाज या टेल्को कितने ग्रेट हैं, कितना उनका कंट्रीब्यूशन है सोसाइटी में. दे आर लीडिंग इंडस्ट्रीज इन आयरन, स्टील, केमिकल्स, टेक्सटाइल्स एंड लोकोमोटिव्स. लोकोमोटिव क्या होता है? रेलवे इंजन. सो इन मैन्युफैक्चरिंग द रेलवे इंजन दे आर पायनियर्स. पायनियर क्या होता है? बिगिनर्स. ओके, सो समवन हु बिगिन समथिंग. So they have been a motivation to everyone. But she is really surprised that how such a great company as Telco is discrimination, भेदभाव कर रही है gender के basis पे. I posted the letter. Forget about it, and I forgot about it. Less than 10 days later, I received a telegram stating that I had to appear for an interview at the Telco's Pune office at the company's expense. So she says that she wrote the letter, she wrote it and she forgot about it. जाहिर सी बात है उसको लगा कि इतनी बड़ी कंपनी उसको आंसर तो करने नहीं वाली है. So she just forgot about it, and later on, after 10 days, she received a telegram that she has been chosen for the interview, which is going to be held at Pune's office. and it was at the company's expense. मतलब खर्च सारा कंपनी करेगी. I was taken aback by the telegram. Taken aback means I was shocked. ये क्या हो गया, क्योंकि उसने ये एक्सपेक्ट नहीं किया था. My hostel mates told me that I should use the opportunity to go to Pune free of cost and buy them the famous Pune saris for cheap. So she was thinking like a teenager, a student. She thought that obviously she will not get selected for the job, but she can have a good holiday and it will be a vacation. She can go on go for a shopping. So that was her plan. So we will stop here, beta. This is all for the day. We have completed we have covered the chapter till here, and we will continue the next page in the next class. Okay, so do maintain your notes, and if you find any problem, if I did not explain any word that you would like to ask, then you can ask me in my personal chat. Okay, and if there is any other question, you are welcome to ask. Thank you.